Hello everybody, welcome to day 2 of main draw play at the Toray Pan Pacific Open in Tokyo. Starting us off, a match between players who know each other well and just faced off a few weeks ago on the Asian swing. Maria Sakkari and Leylah Fernandez. Sakkari is a former top 10 regular who has gone deep in Tokyo before. Sakkari bidding to end a 2-match losing streak as well. And Fernandez is back to being Canada's #1 after winning a title over the weekend in Osaka. And that made it 2 titles in 2025. She is, of course, a former Grand Slam finalist. Those fans appear to be behind her. Osaka was proven to be very good for Fernandez. Won that final against an 18-year-old qualifier, the impressive young Czech, Teresa Valentova. She was out practicing earlier in the day on the center court. Fernandez, the strapping she had in the final, still there, as you can see, after making the quick trip over from Osaka. One of 4 matches on the center court today. Does have a Canadian flair, Canadian flavor, because after this one, it's going to be the all-Canadian battle between Bianca Andreescu, Grand Slam winner, and Victoria Mboko. It's going to be very interesting. They're playing doubles together in Tokyo. Supposed to play actually yesterday, but rain scuppered that. Julie Chenley is the chair umpire for this first match on the center court.
Just a quick few reminders for this tournament. We do have line umpires, but you do get to challenge on this court. So if there's anything you want to challenge, just stop play or make that very clear for me so we can do the pre-wrong ones. So as long as you're not wrong, you can challenge forever. Yeah. Apart from that, for towel boxes, if you can take the one that's written WTA on it, and you take the one with Toray, please. Apart from that, quick photo after the coin toss. Any questions? No? All right. Heads or tails?
Tails, please.
So she chose tails. It is tails.
I will serve.
Serve?
Stay on this side.
Okay, so just facing that way, please. Right there.
All right. Good.
So Sakkari will serve once we get this match underway in Tokyo. It is a first-round match between Fernandez and Maria Sakkari. Lefty taking on the right-hander. A very, very good field at this WTA 500, even with some withdrawals that can happen this part of the campaign. It is Fernandez taking on Sakkari on the main center court. Nice to have the roof. The roof is being used for this first match. May come up later in the day. And this is a look at the section of the draw these players are in. Winner of this one will take on Elena Rybakina, the number 2 seed, coming off the title over the weekend herself, bidding for a spot at the finals. Up at the top, the matchups also taking shape. For Fernandez, she played so very well in Osaka. She opted to play in Osaka instead of Ningbo, and paying dividends, getting that second title of 2025. She was very honest, speaking early in the year after she won the title in Washington, saying before Washington, yeah, it really wasn't a great season for her. Set such high standards, says Fernandez. Now 5 titles overall for her. As you can see, there have been a quarterfinals previously in Tokyo, a high of inside the top 15 in the world rankings. It was Emma Raducanu who beat her in that final at the US Open. And overall, top tier main draw this season, 27 and 22. Most titles, Washington and Osaka. There were 2 quarterfinals for before winning Washington, Abu Dhabi and Nottingham on the grass. Have a losing streak of 4 matches. And also, she was struggling for wins before Washington. Lost 5 of 6 before turning it around. Since that time, Washington 14-6. So an upturn certainly for Fernandez. And there's some numbers for Sakkari also. Very stellar. Her career, what she has done, very, very impressive. That career high ranking, well inside the top 5 She was a point away from being a Grand Slam finalist herself, had that match point against Marbona Krejcikova those years ago playing at the French Open. And since that time has had some bumps, notably last year. Has had to deal with injuries, as a lot of players will have to do from outside the top 60 in the world. She's talked about how she's desperate to get back inside the top 10, wants to do that. I feel like it might come a little bit easier than it has been, but obviously she knows the competition on the tour, and she's here with that ranking dropping 2 of 4 in top tier in qualifying, including Tokyo. But she has avoided long losing streaks, had one of 3 matches, did Sakkari. Handy to have that in case we need it with the rain outside, so it is being utilized today as it was for the first match yesterday on the center court. Just as a recap, we do have the challenge system in place. That's something I think Sakkari was just making sure of. Not so often we have that now on the tour. 3 unsuccessful challenges allowed per set.
Maria Sakkari won the toss and chose to serve.
It's going to make for nice conditions with the roof on in terms of serving, not having to cope with the sun, the wind. Let's see if it does come up later on in the day. 4 meetings overall between the players. Sakkari won the previous 3 before one in Beijing. And maybe the fact that she did win in Beijing leads to that 66% in her favor for Fernandez.
First set.
Something she's talked about at the U.S. Open. Sakkari working on that serve. They worked on the toss and the service action. Fernandez, somebody who moves so well, we know that around the court, but she likes to be on top of the baseline if she can when she plays her tennis. She's also, at times that occur, we've seen her go forward quite a lot in matches. Fernandez. A super return.
Third field.
Always interesting to see how players will respond after they've won a title and having to bounce back and play pretty quickly.
On
the line with that serve.
Let's push it.
That's a fine serve again
Sakkari.
from Sakkari, who was working in the first game.
First game.
She hoped to keep that going because when they faced off in Beijing, she won less than half of her service points overall. Fernandez was a perfect 5 for 5 on her break points.
Leylah Fernandez. I
have to deal with that lefty serve. Can be difficult. As we know, not as many lefties on the tour as the righties. Had the good swing taking it down the tee. Speak about her own serve. She's worked on that serve, the action as well over the years. There's been a lot of talk about that serve. And the ball toss in particular is wavering at times. Going back talking about making the transition for Fernandez after winning a title happened Washington as she was playing her hometown event in Montreal. It was a quick turnaround. She was hoping to play later on the day that she did play against Maya Joint, who she beat in Washington. Turned out to be a victory for Joint. We've seen that over the years. Almost down on one knee there. Again, wanting to stay right on the baseline, not be pushed back, quickly going through the ball.
Game.
So they trade holds.
One game.
It's been a good time for Canadian tennis. Felix Auger-Aliassime winning the title on the men's side indoors in Brussels over the weekend, and he's facing his pal Gabe Diallo the first round in Basel at the men's 500. So Canadian matchups all around. Reminder will be Andreescu and Mboko after this one. Just sat up. She was on top of it when they faced off in Beijing. Her first serve percentage a little lower than she hoped for. Sakkari is 52%. So wants to make sure, presumably that's a little bit higher today.
Love 13.
She was quickly behind in that match as well. 2-love, 3-1 as you look at her team. Very familiar face there. Tom Hill did cut ties last year, but reunited this season, pretty early in the season.
Love 14.
3 straight break chances now for Fernandez. Thought about coming in. I think after one of those balls in the end, that made the difference in that exchange. Just didn't have the time. Maybe on that last ball, Fernandez caught out.
Game.
Return. Pattern moving, scurrying quickly. Early break in this one, as it was in Beijing for Fernandez. And she leads 2-1.
Time.
Good start in this one for Leylah Fernandez. Up a break against Maria Sakkari.
Love 50.
There's dad on the right, Jorge, often accompanies his daughter on the tour. That return is spot on from Sakkari. Had to be that good because that serve took her way out of the equation there outside the tram lines. Drove it hard and deep. Didn't give her the chance to have a sit around that forehand. Look at the hit straight back. was a nice close. Should probably feel
Love
this game should be 30-15. Fernandez instead of love 40. Zip on that forehand. Just left us hanging middle of the court. Able to glide right into it, Sakkari, but what a finish. And she has 3 straight break points. Didn't lose a set in her first 3 matches in Osaka. Gets Baptiste, Galfi, and Sramkova. And then went to 3 in the semis against Serena Cristea. That was a hard-hitting affair.
Game.
She does break back.
Two games.
2-all in this first set. And that final also a 3-setter. We've seen an 18-year-old qualifier. Those fans may be rooting for Sakkari. It seemed to be a bit too much in that first set for Valentova, but she was able to regroup in set number 2. They push Fernandez all the way. It was 6-3 in that final set. These rallies being played on Fernandez's terms mostly. Continues to be the case. Well done, Sakkari, straight away. She had to shift quickly. Half ball in the baseline right off the return. But was put under pressure. Just 1 point behind her second serve.
13.
For that one, Sakkari. That was a let off. She had the time to drive it, Fernandez.
40-30. Game, Sakkari.
She's regrouped in this first set, has Maria Sakkari.
Sakkari leads 3 games to 2.
Still on serve, or on serve. 3-2 to Sakkari.
Time.
Couple of games on the spin for Maria Sakkari, who leads in this first set. That's another one. It's been a couple of times now where just that bit of indecision. Go forward or stay back. And there was a cutout again, Fernandez. Been a few rallies in this one so far where she's had the upper hand chance to finish. Just unable to do so, or points like that. Began with a good serve. Maybe a bit of carryover, perhaps. Only she'll know, Fernandez, but again, making this transition, winning a title, having to play pretty quickly thereafter can be so tough. Unforced errors so far. And getting used to new conditions also. She wanted that return back. Sakkari. Taken by surprise by that return. Oh, by that serve, pardon me. I think she's expecting it to go the other way. Swung it out wide. times that heavy forehand in play
30.
can be so devastating. Good margins. Still well inside the line. Point now for 4-2. Kept that low. It's two times now where she swung very good serves out wide, you'd say, but the return has come back with interest.
Sakkari, 4 games to 2.
4-2. And she has had the chance to get used to these conditions, having gone through the qualifying. Sakkari starting off with a win over Zeynep Sönmez, 7-5, 6-3. That was in the first round of qualifying.
Love 15.
The big competitor is Fernandez. Down a break in the second set of that match was Sakkari, but overall served well, more than 70% for serve points won. Just hit the inside in forehand. Maybe Fernandez there was leaning the other way.
It
was Susan Lemons, the player she beat in the second round of qualifying. That 2 straight sets, 6-3, 6-3. Again, good chunk of points won behind the first serve, more than 70%. 3 aces. Lemons would get in as a lucky loser, beat by Anna Kalinskaya on day 1.
Third field.
Having her on the move.
4 feet.
And at this stage, just keeping the balls at a good length. Doing the job for Sakkari. The errors continue to pile up for Fernandez. That was a very tricky volley. It was going to be staying low on Fernandez. Didn't have to play the volley.
Advantage Fernandez.
Trying to take her out of the equation, but difficult given where she was positioned, trying to get that sort of angle on the backhand. Break point.
You.
There she was on that point, taking it to Fernandez. Haven't been
Advantage Sakkari.
too many of those types of rallies in this first set. Break point saved.
Game Sakkari.
She hammered that forehand.
Ball change, please.
There's a cushion now
Sakkari leads.
in this
5
first
games
set.
to 2.
5-2.
Time.
New balls for Fernandez. She serves to stay in this first set.
Love 50.
Still looking to find her game, Fernandez. Talking about that tough start to the season. Made some tweaks. She was talking about that early in the year. After the French Open, decided to train a little bit less. Took a small break, a holiday, after a second round loss at Wimbledon.
15.
as she was saying in Montreal when she was playing. The health situation in the family that was on her mind.
Let's proceed. Four K50. Game, Fernandez.
Hitting down the middle. Maybe hard to get an angle. It's not, but by her previous shot, she was able to do it.
Sakkari, 5 games to
And
3.
with that backhand to stay in the first set. Serving for the set. Indeed, is Sakkari. Oh. Well executed and well read.
Love 50.
There's this return which pushed her back. Sakkari, you can see her moving back, expecting a big drive. So the space was there for Fernandez on the drop shot. She's been routinely in these service games with Sakkari as Fernandez. Oh, got away with that one.
Love 40.
Right there, Sakkari trying to get that forward up high on the Fernandez backhand. Had the chance to come and just slipped at the net there. Fernandez. Regrouped. Cook hands. Stays in the first set
Game, Fernandez.
with a break to love.
Sakkari leads 5 games to 4.
And we go on. It is opening set in Tokyo.
Time.
Stayed in the set in the last game courtesy of that break, but still is behind in the score. Fernandez, 4-5.
Love 50.
Increasing frequency, she's been able to do that. Forehand over to the Fernandez backhand. Oh, that would have been trouble for Fernandez.
15.
Oh, that's too good. Had to win that a couple of times after that great retrieving from Sakkari. Squash-like forehand, which the fans like, but no getting to that one. Didn't miss down by much, by a whisker.
Third field.
Reminder, we do have the challenge system in play. No challenges in this first set so far. A stellar return.
Third equal.
Game of inches off in tennis. Fernandez just missing the backhand on the previous point. And up against it now after that. Smashed away by Sakkari. Set point. no invitation to take that one on.
Due.
Set point saved. Can be hard to time those second serves coming off the racket of the lefty with a different spin. That angle, superb.
Advantage Fernandez.
Good balance on the backhand. It's just having enough of that Sakkari, keeping the point going. It was all the racket of Fernandez. She's on court next. Watching out with her coach, Bianca. Didn't really allow her to attack that whole point. But the frustration growing for Fernandez. That's it. 15 over 21 on four steers coming off that forehand. Second set point. Clutch on the set point to produce that. Just her second ace. Keeps coming. Does Sakkari will have a third chance. So where will she go on this serve, having just hit the ace down the tee on this ad side to lefty? Oh, nicely done. That's an excellent point play. Nothing really Sakkari could do there. Where she's hitting this, Richard, well outside the court. The follow-up is so good. Had the length on that forehand. Taking a very nice height. A lot of the open court to work with. Oh, did miss that one by a lot. Sakkari, she knew it. A little more spin maybe required as she seemed to gesture there, Sakkari.
Fault.
Oh, nice stretch.
Game Fernandez.
Stage of the first set. Does Fernandez, saving those set points.
5 games.
It's now a real test for Sakkari, having had the lead and those set points. Good punch on that second serve. Didn't hold back, Sakkari. Oh, fine touch again from Fernandez.
15-13.
Hitting Sakkari back. Trouble here for the Greek.
Miss Sakkari's challenge the call. On the right far sideline, ball was pulled out.
First chance of this match.
Second serve. Ms. Sakkari has 2 challenges remaining.
I was looking for more purchase on that return. That being said, Fernandez. She was able to get back into position, giving her good speed. The first break point saved. But not the second one. She's come all the way back in this first set as Leylah Fernandez.
Fernandez leads 6-5.
Now she'll have the chance to serve out the first set.
Time.
Four games in a row for Leylah Fernandez. Now leading 6-5.
Love 50. Love 30.
She's going to hold in this game. Fernandez not going to come in simple fashion. Been all about the forehand
15-30.
in this game, one way or the other. Outstanding serve.
32.
That one more up in the box than some of the others she's hit out wide, which gave Sakkari a small chance. But having said that, the ones that she did put back with good returns cross court, I mean, they were not the worst serves. But that one even better from Fernandez. So flat, the backhand. Maybe just wasn't able to get up there in time with the feet, Fernandez. More work to do on serve. Oh, teed off.
You.
No double faults from Fernandez. I mentioned that because we know she has had issues with double faults, especially pressure moments. Holding up in that regard. Not a continuation of what happened in Osaka. Just staying away from those doubles. Second break point. That was a dribbler.
Game, Sakkari.
But crucially for Sakkari, on that
6
bobble,
games all.
hung up,
Tiebreak.
so not as low as it could have been.
Both
And she was all over it.
players one additional stop.
This first set to be settled in a tiebreak. Setting the tone with that rally.
Sakkari.
Meaty went to begin this tiebreak. Oh, she's made that. That's a stunner from Sakkari to give her the mini break.
2-0, Sakkari.
Good anticipation. Having said that, it's time to pull it off. The countering again. So good.
3-0, Sakkari.
You're preparing late. You're hitting late. You're
Yep. That's saying accelerate. I'm basically saying you're late. Late on a few things. Was late on that return. All over it.
Sakkari.
That is the case. Late for Fernandez. Again, you understand. Having played those matches, a lot of them making this quicker turnaround. Still having that strapping as it was in Osaka. On the board this tiebreak. Just touching the line.
4-2, Sakkari.
Not many tie breaks for both players this season since the start of Washington. Fernandez 3-2. Sakkari 2-3. Head-to-head tiebreak that came early last year at the United Cup, won by Sakkari. Three in a row in this tiebreak. This has been an excellent first set to watch.
4-3, Sakkari.
Yeah, Fernandez in the front foot. More of the two trying to take it to Sakkari. Sakkari countering, but also when she's had the chance, a few grips on the forehands. It's been a back and forth set. Still in the balance. Just upright. She was hitting that forehand. On top of it, early, and taking away the time of Sakkari. Continues to look to dictate in his first set. Oh, to the relief there. That one went long. Relief for Fernandez, that is. She had a chance to come in. Fernandez has a set point
6-5.
after being down 4-love. A thrilling first set
First set, Fernandez.
goes the way of Leylah Fernandez.
By 7 games to 6.
Had the lead early in the set, but then had to come back, saved set points, and overturning a low 4 deficit in the tiebreak. What a set of tennis it was. Plenty of drama in that first set. Yes, she made a few more unforced errors than she would have liked. Fernandez, most in the forehand, but also more winners, a lot more winners than Sakkari. Has been doing so much of the dictating. Topsy-turvy set, right? Had that early break lead, peg back down 5-2, then 6-5 lead on serve. Couldn't close it out. But as is often the case, never wavered.
Time. Second set. Fernandez.
Leylah Fernandez to begin set number 2 after taking that opener. Now it's been energizing. The way she was able to take that tiebreak and come back, Fernandez. How is Sakkari going to regroup in this second set, having had the lead she had in the first set, 5-2, and then later those set points and the lead in the tiebreak.
13.
First double on this match. It's a long, draining first set. Sometimes a little exhale from both players starting the next. Title in Osaka for Fernandez. Continuation, you have to favor good play. Go back, for example, US Open. A tight second set against Aryna Sabalenka, who we know went on to win it. That second set went to a tiebreak after she beat Sabalenka on that run to the final in New York. Then a battle against Coco Gauff in Beijing. 3 sets. 7-5 in the third after she was down 5-2 in the third. She's perfect on those drop shots. Winning those points. And then in Wuhan, fell to Naomi Osaka. 3 sets, was up by a set, and now at a pretty key moment late in the second, she had a chance to break. It was saved by Osaka. That was another player she beat on the way to making that final in New York. Times, you know, we see the errors maybe pile up for Fernandez in matches, but that resolve and trying to win, go after shots, that competitiveness is always there. She too, a great competitor. Sakkari don't reach the top 5 without that being the case. And maybe earlier on in career after losing her first set, we would have seen a little bit more of that frustration, but talked about having a little bit of a change of perspective after that injury she had last year. First really serious injury in her career, for around 5-6 months. Tennis families, both these two players. Sakkari's mom, a former top 50, Angeliki. Leylah sometimes playing doubles as Fernandez with her sister. Maybe she'll look to do more of that in this second set if she has the chance, or maybe on 50-50 balls, Sakkari to take it more to Fernandez, because in that first set, the dictating much more was being done by Fernandez. Oh, beautifully done.
40-50.
She might have thought there, Sakkari. I think he actually just moved up by a smidgen. A drop shot was going to come from Fernandez. It didn't.
Seconds.
That's a difficult chance.
40-30.
Off a ball that's dying. And she's so far behind the baseline.
Game, Sakkari.
Hold. In her first service game of this set for Sakkari.
1 game.
She also played in Osaka, did Sakkari last year, opening match to Ashlyn Kruger. Big hitter, baseliner, 2.5 hours, that was a battle. She won the first set, lost the next two, 6-3, 6-4. Today's count, 9 for Sakkari. Nicely read. Delayed serve and volley there from Fernandez after seeing how good that serve was. Dragged her well outside of tram lines. Did face a lot of break points in that match, did Sakkari, 10 of them. A couple, same part of the court. She's just missed Fernandez. That defeat to Kruger came after she pulled out a long one against the very same player. That was in Beijing before she faced Fernandez. Two break chances here for Sakkari. Yeah.
Game, Sakkari.
More aggression to start this set from
Ball
Sakkari.
change, please. Sakkari leads 2-1.
Has the break now. Early in the second set, 2-1.
Time.
New balls for Sakkari serving. Now the break lead in the second.
Fifteen.
Oh, no chance there for Sakkari. I just seen last time they faced off, so she was coming into that match after that big battle against Kruger. Did have a day off between matches, but still 3.5 hours. A very long match. Sakkari, this one, Fernandez coming off that long run in Osaka. Sprinkling those in. But he's had the chances going in line with the backhand, Fernandez.
Third field.
Just confirmed there by the chair umpire. Oh, she's going to challenge Fernandez.
Full stance, 40-13. Ms. Fernandez has 2 challenges remaining.
Game point.
Deuce.
Look at their previous meetings. Sakkari hadn't lost a set before Beijing. That's the 90 Cup victory, 7-6, 6-3 in Washington, 2023, 7-5, 6-2. 2021 on the hard courts in Melbourne, 6-2, 6-2. As always, been able to manufacture a lot of break points. Double digits. United Cup win. Same thing in Washington, same thing in 2021 in that first meeting. Today she's manufactured 8, but she's down 1 here. Yeah, 2 out the handle.
Fernandez.
That returned the game point. Getting away from Sakkari.
2 games.
Another one of those where she's set up the point so nicely.
Lovely.
It's on her racket. Third appearance for playing in Tokyo. Made the quarterfinals last year. Lost to the eventual champion Jung Kin Wen in 3 sets. After 3-set wins over Sasnovich and Gracheva. Darting in. It's early. The attack from Fernandez.
Let's
A match against Jung in Tokyo last year. Back-to-back matches. They faced off in Wuhan, also Tokyo. A bit of tension at times. Jung in particular was mentioning the dad of Fernandez. Injury hit this season. Jung unable to defend her title in Tokyo. Just a few times now. In this game in particular, she's just feeling it physically. Fernandez. bend so low. First one save.
30-14. Let seconds.
Knew it as soon as you left the racket. And so Sakkari again breaks in the second set. 3-2.
Time.
Hoping to get to a third set. Here's Maria Sakkari. She has the break once again in the second. Hard and into the body. One previous appearance for her at Tokyo. Made the semifinals 2023. Good deep stay. Ranked number 6 at that time. On Garcia that edition for losing to Jessica Pegula. Started off by beating qualifier Misaki Doi, who's on site, one of the interviewers this week, left-hander.
For Finland. Game.
Looking a little bit jaded. Here's Fernandez. Fernandez now trailing 4-2 in the second.
4 games to 2.
Very smart down the middle. Oftentimes players in that position, the receiving end, would choose his side. She was doing there, Fernandez. Spent a lot of time with her family, friends during her time off. Sakkari, she was keeping track of what was going on the tour. Watched the WTA finals, for example, last year. But wasn't dwelling on why she wasn't there, for example, why she wasn't playing. Felt good off the strings. She did note Madison Keys' win at the Australian Open this year, and she said she was very happy for Keys. They have been together around the same time at Chris Everett's Academy in Florida. Two of them in this game on the forehand. I think she said when she was away, she said, one thing I know for sure is that I'm a lot happier now, even though my ranking has dropped when I was before. I was always trying to stay in the top 10. I feel that break was a very good thing for me. At some point, you have to take a break. Both players in this game wailing away at those forehands. Just missing by a tad in that case. It was Fernandez, but she still has a game point. That's where I think playing a lot of doubles helps Fernandez there. Comfortable that part of the court. Awkward ball, pretty difficult height, but good feel on that backhand from Fernandez. Keeps it close in the second. 4-3.
Time.
Deep now into this second set. 4-3, a break lead, still for Sakkari.
Love 50.
She has tried to be a bit more proactive in this second set, but the numbers in the second set still tell you, based on those numbers, more of it being done by Fernandez. Got a lot more winners on forced errors. She hung in that point.
15.
One of the longest rallies of the match. There goes the way of Sakkari. She worked with Ramin Sluta for a time, did Sakkari, who's now working with the men's pro, Botic van de Zandschool. A good finish. She still had to finish. And against somebody who's so quick moving that side of the court. It may have been a bit more difficult than it looked. She pulled it off Sakkari. Well done. Chased off the line again.
14-13.
After she was really stretched. First time she's looked like that, having to stretch like that today. Fernandez on that back foot. She has forced a lot of errors in this set compared to the first set. All that first set. 6. Already up to 5, and that was a good example on that last point. This time Sakkari is the one in that corner who's having to defend.
Advantage Fernandez.
She's disappointed to miss that, Sakkari, but Fernandez type of player, we see the variation. We often see it from her. Those forehands, different directions, also with the backhand. It's keeping the opponents guessing in terms of where she's putting those balls. She has a break point. And takes it.
Game Fernandez. Four games.
A little push here from Fernandez. She could be in the locker room as the winner in a few minutes. Two times broken in this set. Sakkari. Both after having a game point.
Turbulent. Turbulent.
Oh, she's in full flow now, Fernandez. Super speedy to get there and then to finish. 5-4 in the second.
Time.
Serving to stay in it now is Maria Sakkari. They've had a bit of luck a couple of times in that rally. Fernandez off the top of the tape. And one looking like it caught the back of the line. But it's the way things are going at the moment. She was down a break in the set, as she was in the first set.
Love 13.
Understandable she is pressing, given the scoreline, striving to stay in it. She's facing an opponent now who's regained her vigor in this set, hitting winners from everywhere. Surging now is Fernandez.
Love 14.
Ten straight points to give her 3 match points. Well saved by Sakkari.
15, 14.
Getting into position. Excellent footwork. Oh, it was a ball on the line that kept her in it
By 2 sets to love.
before that
7-6,
big forehand to
6-4.
finish. After winning that title in Osaka, she's backed it up in Tokyo by defeating Maria Sakkari just a few weeks after they faced off in Beijing. That was straightforward for Fernandez in terms of the scoreline. Not so today. Kept on coming back. Both sets down, and she's able to do it in 2. 7-6, 6-4.
始まります。どうぞお早めにお席にお着きくださいませ。